Welcome to the Videomentum Global Outlook for 2027. The world is changing in very significant ways, and yet entrenched institutions across government, media, education, and business often have a vested interest in distorting and at times concealing these shifts from the people who could benefit from them the most. At Videomentum, we operate a global media network with partners in 46 countries and customers in 80. This reach allows us to witness the world from a genuinely multipolar perspective, gaining early insights into emerging trends and the opportunities they create. Today, we share what we see. Trend 1. Asia is the new center of the world, and Africa is its new frontier. For the entire 20th century, global power was concentrated in Europe and North America. The frontiers of that era were regions adjacent to the West, South and Central America, the Caribbean, and Central Asia. That era is over. The shift is grounded in hard, objective measurements of real-world power. Asia now operates 82% of all high-speed rail kilometers globally. China alone runs over 40,000 kilometers of high-speed rail, compared to just 735 in the United States. China mines 69% of the world's rare earths and processes 90% of them, the minerals without which no smartphone, EV battery, missile guidance system, or wind turbine can be built. China accounts for 62% of global electric vehicle sales, 80% of EV battery cell production, and 90% of the commercial drone market. Asia-Pacific as a whole controls 75% of global semiconductor fabrication capacity, while the United States' share has collapsed from 37% in 1990 to just 10% today. As the center of gravity moves east, the new frontiers are those regions adjacent to Asia. This makes Africa the primary new frontier. The United Nations projects Africa's population will reach 2.5 billion by 2050. Foreign direct investment into the continent hit a record high of $97 billion in 2024, a 75% increase in a single year. Global capital is already recognizing what we see clearly. Africa is the next great arena of human development.
Trend 2. The shift toward post-imperial nation-states and the resistance mosaic. The 20th century imperial model, a centralized elite ruling over subordinated, resource-rich societies, is crumbling. In its place, a mosaic of sovereign movements is emerging, sharing military technologies, intelligence, and productive capacity across a distributed global network. Small actors now possess advanced capabilities that surpass those of the powers challenging them. Conflicts that the West frames as existential threats are viewed by the emerging global majority as small, increasingly irrelevant episodes marking the end of the old order. Opportunity 1. The rise of global entrepreneurship. Out of this collapse emerges one of the greatest opportunities in human history. As large institutions fail to deliver, smaller, nimble entities are stepping in with solutions that are networked, efficient, inexpensive, and trusted. We see this in media. Independent creators now command far greater viewership than legacy networks. We see it in artificial intelligence. Companies emerging from post-imperial nations are beginning to surpass large-scale enterprise AI. And we see it in manufacturing, food production, and technology at every level. Opportunity 2. The rise of hyper-local institutions. As global resources become accessible across all boundaries, they can now be transmitted directly to localities. Local AI systems, local farming cooperatives, local governance, all are becoming viable because communities now have access to the world's best resources in an open exchange system. What is being created is a dual expansion of access. People anywhere can connect with people everywhere and bring the world's best solutions home without having to leave. Navigating the risks. This transition is not without challenge. Frontier regions will face continued proxy conflict and instability. Information warfare will intensify. A new digital divide threatens to leave the most marginalized communities further behind. And perhaps most importantly, new networks risk replicating the very concentrations of power they sought to replace. Vigilance, openness, and accountability must be built into every system we create.
10 daily practices for the new era. First, engage with multicultural, multi-generational, multinational entrepreneurship communities. These networks are most attuned to emerging global trends. Second, travel and work with people across regions, physically and remotely. My own global context, built through direct relationships with people on the ground across 46 countries, has allowed me to see the world in ways that no legacy media outlet can provide. Third, commit to a daily practice of both learning and teaching. Knowledge compounds when it is shared. Teaching others is how you multiply your impact. Fourth, develop universally valued skills: trades, management, technology, the ability to buy and sell, to work the land, to lead people. These capabilities are portable across any system and appreciated in every culture. Fifth, learn additional languages. Being limited to a single language or to proprietary systems understood only by a few will cost you opportunities you cannot even see. Sixth, maintain your physical and mental health. There is no greater international passport than being healthy, mobile, and mentally sharp. It amplifies everything else you do. Seventh, diversify your information sources intentionally. Seek out voices from the ground in multiple regions. Rewire your worldview beyond the legacy imperial media frame. Eighth, build and tend your personal network across borders. Relationships are the infrastructure of opportunity. Ninth, practice financial diversification and literacy. As the global economic order rebalances, adaptability is your greatest asset. 10th, contribute to local resilience projects and take on a teaching role within them. Share what you have learned from your global network with your immediate community. The thread running through all 10 practices is the same: continuous learning and continuous teaching. The world is moving fast. Those who understand these shifts clearly, build genuinely global relationships, and commit to growing and sharing knowledge every single day will be best placed to lead in the world that is emerging. Thank you for watching. This has been the Videomentum Global Outlook 2027.